One of the weird things about being human is that our emotional growth doesn't always match up with our physical age. You could be 55 on the outside, but act like a 4-year-old emotionally. Or you might be a teenager physically, but wise beyond your years emotionally. To figure out how emotionally mature we are, or aren't, we can ask ourselves one simple but telling question. How do we react when someone we care about lets us down? There are 3 common ways people react that show emotional immaturity. You can rate yourself on a scale from 1 to 10 to see where you stand. First, we might sulk. This means getting really upset but not telling the person why. Our pride is hurt and we're too fragile to admit it. We hope the other person will just magically understand what they did wrong and fix it. Kind of like how a baby might hope a parent will figure out why they're crying. Second, we might get furious. We blow up and get way angrier than the situation calls for. It might seem powerful, but really, it's a sign of feeling powerless and scared. Our anger is a way to try to regain control, even though it's not very effective. Third, we might go cold. Admitting that someone has hurt us takes a lot of courage, so it might feel easier to act like we don't care. We put up a wall and pretend the slight didn't bother us. Sometimes we're not just pretending, we might actually be so numb that we don't feel anything. These reactions point to 3 markers of emotional maturity. First, the ability to explain why we're upset. This means having the confidence to put our feelings into words and believe that we're not weak for feeling hurt. We trust that we can make ourselves understood and that the person who hurt us isn't our enemy. Second, the ability to stay calm. A mature person knows they can assert themselves later if needed. They don't rush to get angry, they give others the benefit of the doubt, and they don't assume the worst right away. Third, the ability to be vulnerable. Mature people understand that being close to others means they'll sometimes get hurt. They're strong enough to accept their own weaknesses and aren't embarrassed to ask for help when they need it. They believe that their tears are valid and that they deserve support. These traits, communication, trust, and vulnerability, are the core virtues of emotional maturity. Some of us were lucky enough to learn these in a nurturing childhood. For others, it's something we have to learn as adults, which can be as challenging as learning a new language. But there's no shame in not knowing. Many of us didn't grow up with examples of emotional maturity, so we need to be patient and committed to learning how to navigate our emotions as adults.